So Donald Trump held another one of his hate rallies, this one in Iowa. He whipped up the crowd with false claims of election fraud and a stolen presidency. Let's talk about the implications for the 2022 midterms if the Department of Justice fails to enforce our nation's laws. Because justice matters. Hey all, Glenn Kirshner here. So let's talk about Donald Trump's most recent hate rally, this one in Iowa on Saturday night. Here's how Politico reported it. Headline: Trump holds fast to his election lies as the GOP establishment hugs him tighter. And there's a picture of Chuck Grassley beclowning himself. And the article begins, 9 months ago, Republicans were questioning Donald Trump's place as the lead fixture of their party. Saturday night provided the clearest evidence yet that they want him right there. Not 1 year removed from surviving a second impeachment, the former president rallied before thousands of his most loyal supporters across the Iowa State Fairgrounds on a balmy Midwestern evening. He regaled them with stories from the White House, his falsehoods and complaints about the 2020 election results, and his criticisms of the Biden administration on everything from immigration to the withdrawal from Afghanistan. The article continues, the bulk of Trump's speech was devoted to his baseless claim that the 2020 election was stolen, a false belief that was supported by the crowd who broke out into chants of Trump won, Trump won, Trump won. So, friends, let's talk about the implications for the 2022 midterms of what Donald Trump continues to do. But first, let me say this. The Department of Justice and Merrick Garland standing by, doing nothing, watching what Donald Trump continues to do, is like if we were all standing by watching a bank robber, someone who had robbed multiple banks, someone we knew was a bank robber, watching that person buying burlap sacks with big money signs on them, shopping for a handgun and ammunition, purchasing a ski mask and gloves, and interviewing getaway drivers. And we just stood by and watched it. In fact, we televised it. And here's one thing I can pretty much promise you, friends. Thus far, the Department of Justice has allowed endless, false, fraudulent, baseless, some might even say unlawful, attacks on election results. And let's face it, Department of Justice inaction equals Department of Justice endorsement. In a very real sense, it is the DOJ giving permission to tomorrow's corrupt politicians to attack election results they don't like. Do we really think that when the Republicans lose elections in the 2022 midterms, they're just going to go quietly? They're going to give polite concession speeches? They're going to accept the loss? No, of course not. Why? Because the Department of Justice thus far has virtually announced there's no reason to accept election results. It's okay for every Republican to follow Donald Trump's blueprint. Thus far, the Department of Justice has said, all good, just fine. Nothing criminal going on here. So friends, let's face it. Unless and until the Department of Justice holds Donald Trump criminally accountable for what he's done to this nation, for what he continues to do to this nation each and every day, up to and including last night in Iowa, there really is not much hope for the future of our elections. So wake up, DOJ. Protect and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and especially domestic. Because justice matters. It matters. Friends, as always, thank you for tuning in to these daily Justice Matters videos. If you would like to get them in podcast form, audio only, you can find them wherever you ordinarily get your podcasts. And as always, if you would like to support our all-volunteer efforts here at Justice Matters, we're up and running 7 days a week creating and posting legal analysis videos. You can go over to patreon.com. You can sign up to become a patron. And if you do, I will send you some Team Justice stickers and a personal handwritten note of thanks. And as always, friends, please stay safe. Please stay tuned. And I look forward to talking with you all again tomorrow.